Morning friends, myself B.Ed and I am the student of the Siliguri B.Ed College and I am in the first year, second semester and my method paper is English. Today I want to share with you all poem. The title of the poem is The Road Not Taken. This poem, The Road Not Taken, was written by the great American poet Robert Frost. He has written a volume of poem called Mountain Interview, in which the first poem which is there in that volume is The Road Not Taken, and it was being published in 1916. So let me share you the first 5 lines of this poem for you all. The two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I cannot travel the both, and being one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. So based on these 5 lines, I will explain you the summary of these 5 lines. As per the poet starts its journey, he was traveling along the forest. So suddenly he came to one point where two roads were diverging in a different direction, and he did not understand which one will be the correct for him. So both the roads were going in a different direction. As well as the poet have mentioned about the first line I have said you that the two roads diverge in a yellow wood. The yellow wood symbolizes that the lifeless leaf which has fallen down from the trees and it has been turned into a yellow, depicting a autumn season, you can say. The next is that over here, as per the poet is being confused manner, he is feeling very sorry from inside his heart because he is alone and he cannot travel in both the path, that is the different direction he cannot go because he is one person. The next thing is that he is thinking that even the roads give us a choice in the life that which will be the correct path in our life. The next, what he is trying to execute in his mind, that he is being in a mindset that which one I will take, and he was standing at the side of the road for a long time and he is trying to execute which one will be the correct part. The next one is that the last line which I want to explain with you all is that while thinking about this, what has happened is that he has absorbed one of the road that is going towards the tree and it is full of shrubs, and suddenly it is going far and getting vanished. In this manner, the first 5 lines has been completed. Now let us look the second stanza of this poem. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for the passing there, had worn them really about the same. So this is the second stanza. Based on this, how the poet expressed his view in this poem, I will try to explain you all, as it is a very important line mentioned by the poem in this second stanza. So let's see. So let us see the 5 lines which I have recited just now. The poet has already said that he has found that one of the road is disappearing into the undergrowth. So he decides to take the another road. As just as fair may have a multiple meaning. Perhaps the poet wants to say that the road is beautiful as well, or the poet wants to be fair to choose the correct option for his destination, So he describes the road that it is less travel because he found that a fresh grass has grown on it and it has been less travel compared to the other road. Now what happened is, but when he started traveling, he found that the traveler had already passed through that road compared to the poet. Now, next he also mentioned the path as a wanted where. The path cannot have a desire or wanted where. Only the human has a wants. As per this is the one of the poetic device known as a personification. In personification, the ideas or the thing or an animals have a human wants. Thus the path is compared as a personified. So now let's see the third stanza of this poem. As per the line are as follows. And both that morning equal lay, in leaps no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept how way, led on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back. So as per this is the third stanza, and we will go through this one sequence wise, and it is also one of the important part of the poem. So let's see how it's deal. The poet describes over here is that both the path were covered with the leaves that particular morning. As per he was the first traveler to go through that part, he found that the leaves were have not turned into black by the steps of the traveler. However, it seems that he regrets his decisions. As per he wants to come back whenever he will get a chance and travel through the another path. So let us see the last stanza of this poem, the road note taken. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere age and ages hence, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So this is the last 5 lines of this poem. So we will see what the poet have described in this line. As per we have came to the end of this poem, so let's see how this last stanza have described by the poet. In the future, the poet, if he will return back, he will describe us whether the decision or the choice which has made by him while taking the decisions of choosing the correct path, was it right or was it wrong. So exactly in the human life also the choice comes in our life, and we should be confident enough in ourselves to choose that particular path which will be a great or good for our long run of the future. So exactly the poet, if he will come back, he will exactly tell us whether the decision which he took was good for his future or not. So now the thing is happening is that the sighness, the poet have mentioned about the sigh, means to say that he will come and state his the choice which he has made in a sigh. The sigh basically it represent the happiness, relief, or the sorrow, or we can say a sadness in the life. So exactly the poet states that whether he has made the correct statement or the correct choice for his future, was that good for him or not good for him. So in the sigh manner, he will try to express his way, how the life was. Now what happened is that if the sigh, through this one the poet want to express that if the choice was correct for his life, or the path which the poet has selected was genuine for him, the sighness will be of happiness and relief for his own mental. And even the next I want to mention is that, but at the next place, if the poet says that if his choice is wrong, in the same manner he will express himself as a sadness or sorrow. That means to say that we have came to the end of this chapter. As per in the human being, this also comes one after another. The choice comes in the people. As if we are not confident in ourselves that yes, this particular stream or this particular job will be correct for my coming future or not. So exactly we have to be bold enough, confident enough in ourselves to do the correct decisions in our life. So exactly how the poet has expressed himself in this last line. So we need to develop the mentality of being strong in ourselves.